Sitting here with Eric Hardin. He is our official promoter, nominee this year into the 2018 Hall of Fame. Eric, where are you from?
Gary, Nebraska.
Gary, Nebraska. And how far is Gary, Nebraska away from here?
Well, I don't know the exact miles. We're 28 miles from Wyoming.
There you go. So you drove a little bit of ways here tonight. And Eric and I were talking earlier tonight. So you got into the Derby in about what year?
It would have been about 93, 94, right in that area.
93, 94, and you started Derby and you ran Derby cars for how many years before you got asked to take over this Derby?
3 or 4 years. I'd just gotten a good taste of it. I'd actually got into a couple Derbies and got into a few wars. Hadn't made a main yet, but got asked to start promoting at that point.
And so that had been for your hometown county for a Derby you promoted?
Yep, and that was Scottsbluff County, clear out in western Nebraska. The Derby actually goes on in Mitchell, Nebraska. And anyway, the former promoter had only run it a few years with his friends, and he had some health issues, and they asked us we basically were told, if you don't put the Derby on, nobody will, so we need you to do this for 2 or 3 years.
And that's been, what, 17 years ago?
19 years ago. Okay. Yeah, this year will be 20 years.
So he's been around the Derby, and like we were talking before, he's been having really good numbers here. I mean, you've been, like, as of like 3 or 4 years ago, you're still getting 70 cars in Derby.
Yeah, we've been really blessed. It's only dropped off for us. You know, we've seen it, back this direction. I've been traveling back with another Hall of Fame guy and 2 Derbies back this direction and on the eastern end of the state. And we were getting 60, 70 cars and driving out to Derbies that had 30 cars, and we just, we kind of chuckled. But the good thing about it is we were blessed to have rust-free cars out in an area where they were still cheap and people didn't know they were there. Those days are over, but we're still, last year I think we had 38 cars or something like that in 2 classes.
That's still good.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to a young kid that's looking to get into the sport?
The biggest thing is I don't know. The one thing that the Derby world has taught me, there's very few Derby guys that won't share with you if you befriend them. And anyway, if you help them work on their car and do things of that nature, they'll teach you the ways of of how to build a car and things to do, even on a budget, to get a car in the arena that can be somewhat competitive. Obviously in this day and age, money plays a big role into how far you can go, but there's a lot of county fair derbies where you don't need that money to be, a winner at that show. So,
what have you enjoyed about promoting?
Well, the biggest thing for me is I've always tried to get we call it new blood, but we've always tried to bring new guys in, like those guys you're talking about. And it's been frustrating over the years at times, but at the same time it's been rewarding, bringing guys in, helping them build cars, losing parts, if that's the word, because you helped them, put parts in the car and they didn't understand that they were worth something, and then they crushed the car when the show's over, stuff like that. But at the same time, it's been rewarding because, somebody that didn't even know what a spark plug was, by the time they're done, they've run a welder, and we do leaf spring conversions on our cars still out there out in the west. And anyway, so you've taught them suspension, rear ends, axles, motors to a kid that didn't know a spark plug, or a carburetor, where even to find it on the car. So that's been rewarding. There's still some guys out there that we've got into it, they've left, and they get out of high school or whatever, and they go off, and 5, 6 years later you see them come back with the car because they had so much fun, they built friendships, and that's been a big part of it for me as well.
So do you have your own crew that you have help you with your crew? Or?
Yeah, this award doesn't really go to me. It goes to, I've been, around 20 years. My best friend in college, he got me into this sport, and I thank everybody that's ever helped me. I blame him for getting me into it. That's the best way to put it. And anyway, but at the same time, I wouldn't change anything. I have a friend that's been there, I think, every year I've been there, and he has nothing to do with derby cars, and that's the really neat thing about our show versus a lot of shows I see. I have people that don't know who the drivers are. The car is a car, the number is a number. They're flagging according to the rules, not according to who's in the car. And it's been really neat to see, maybe a top guy that should win the Derby, if he makes a fault or doesn't make the hit in time or is out of bounds, he gets flagged for it, So that's been, I try to get, when the Derby's over, I try to go home at the end of the night and, we've had 99 car Derbies back in the day. And so we get home at 3, 4 in the morning, and every time I try to look myself in the mirror and say, did we do the best job we could for those drivers? And for the crowd, because we're there to put on a show. And anyway, I can't say it's always been yes, we did, because we might have missed something or we did something we maybe shouldn't have. But at the same time, my crew did it to the best of their ability, with what they knew. And anyway, we've even invited, I'll call them guest inspectors, to inspect cars that accused us of having dirty cars in the arena. And after they go through 60 or 70 cars, they never found anything, So, like I said, I'm not going to say we never missed anything, but at the same time, we tried to, bring everybody into the sport that wanted to be involved in it.
That's awesome. And like I said, we appreciate you guys and keeping the shows going and keeping people involved. And thanks for coming down. And like I said, welcome to the Hall of Fame class of 2019, Eric.
Thank you. I appreciate it.